So for those of you who don't know, March is Pet Poison Awareness Month. And with that, we want to highlight some important information for our pet owners out there. So joining us today to tell us more about dangerous toxins for pets, especially ones that a lot of people may not know about, is Dr. Ambika Vaid, an integrative veterinarian and the advisor to Badlands Ranch. We're so glad that you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm sure I can speak for every pet owner out there. Our pets are our family, right?
Absolutely.
So what are some of the common household items or pet toxins that we are not aware of as pet parents?
That's a great question. So first and foremost, grapes. Things that we think are healthy to us are very toxic to our pets.
How many grapes would it take?
One grape in a small dog can be toxic.
Oh boy,
It causes kidney failure, and it can cause kidney disease for their lifetime.
Really?
Xylitol is another one that's found in gum. So if your dog gets into your purse often, xylitol can cause hypoglycemia, which can lead to seizures and coma in dogs.
Gosh. Okay.
Caffeine is another one. Caffeine is similar to chocolate. It has methylxanthines in it, so it causes vomiting, diarrhea, and liver toxicity.
So if somebody had their coffee, it fell on the ground, and then a dog went to go lick it up, maybe because there's sweetener or milk in it, that could be super toxic.
Or coffee grounds are really common. Dogs get into that as well, and that's just straight caffeine.
Yikes. Okay, good to be aware of that. What else?
Next is macadamia nuts. So something, again, that we think is healthy for us, contains a lot of fat, so that can cause pancreatitis in dogs. That will lead to a fever, loss of appetite, vomiting, and diarrhea.
And lastly?
Zinc poisoning. This one's odd. It's more common in younger dogs who get into things. So zippers, nuts, bolts, sunscreens, things like that. So on top of dealing with the foreign body obstruction and surgery, you're dealing with zinc poisoning as well.
Oh, that is terrifying.
It's really scary. It can cause jaundice, and it can be lethal as well.
Oh my gosh. But I'm so glad, Dr. Vaid, that you're telling us this, because the more we know, right, the more we can advocate on behalf of our pets. So what are some of the signs and symptoms if someone thinks their dog ingested a foreign object or one of these toxins? What would you tell them to do?
So first and foremost, vomiting and diarrhea are the most common symptoms. Loss of appetite, lethargy, pain are the second things that you would notice.
Okay.
If you think your pet got into something, the first thing to do is call ASPCA Pet Poison Control.
ASPCA Pet Poison Control.
Exactly. They are available 24/7. That's the first step. They will let you know whether the amount your pet got into is lethal and if you need to see a veterinarian.
That is
good.
And
usually veterinarians require that step to start treatment.
Oh my gosh. And what about when your pet finally comes home, right? Like all things go well, you take them to the emergency center, they were able to recover. What advice would you give to a pet owner who they have a newly recovered animal?
Yeah, absolutely. So usually your veterinarian will recommend a bland diet, which could be a protein source and rice for a few days to help them recover. Pumpkin puree is a great addition as well. That will help with diarrhea if your pet still has diarrhea.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great little trick to keep at home. Probiotics are so important. The gut is so essential for the whole body to function well. So a powdered probiotic like Badlands Ranch Super Gut Biotic is a great option to just mix into their food. It's nice and easy. And then of course, keeping them on a whole food, nutritious diet lifelong is recommended.
Oh, good to know. This is all really good information. I'm so happy. So thank you so much. For our viewers out there, if you have any other dog, cat, health-related animal questions, you can actually follow Dr. Vaid at Dr. Ambika Vaid. And you can also visit badlandsranch.com for more nutrition tips, more advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Vaid. We appreciate you. Hope to have you back.